Hi, I'm David Gant, your Buncombe County Commission Chair. I'd like to talk to you tonight about the February 15, 2011 Buncombe County Commission meeting. It was a long one, and the biggest issue we talked about was our pay. During the past couple of weeks, we learned that we were one of the higher paid commissioners in the state of North Carolina. And all the commissioners decided that we should not be the highest paid, and we immediately asked the county manager to study what other counties of our size and population made. As soon as we got that information, the very next meeting, we cut our compensation package an average of 1/3. That means that our travel expenses went from $650 every 2 weeks to $320, and our technology budget allowance went from $175 to $25. This was in response to public questions, and it raised more questions about whether we are compensating county employees properly. And out of all of this, we instructed the county manager to conduct a third-party review of all county employee salaries. And so we're going to take a look at all of it. My thinking about it is this: we're well paid to do what we do. We're paid more than the average person in Buncombe County. And we have a huge responsibility to the people that are paying us, which is you, the taxpayer. And so when questions are raised, I welcome them, because you have every right to know that, number one, your money is being spent properly, and number two, that you're getting your money's worth. So we're going to look at all this. We immediately took care of the issue of our compensation because we didn't need to study that. We know we do the same as any other commissioner around the state, and we could compare apples to apples there. It's a little bit harder to compare the county manager because he or she may have 2 or 3 roles, and they have 3 jobs in another county and 1 job in Buncombe County. So we're gonna compare it, we're gonna look at it, and we're gonna let the chips fall where they may. This is a tight budget year. People cannot afford tax increases. We're not even talking about that, of course. And we want to make sure what budget we do have is properly spent and frugally spent, because it's your money and we want to do the right thing. So I was proud that our board immediately, the next meeting, and didn't wait till the budget process to change the compensation package. And it was cut by 1/3 on the average for each commissioner. I'm comfortable with that. We should have kept a better eye on it. The technology budget in particular was too high because we now have iPads, which pretty much do the work of laptops and the rest of it. The reason the allowances for technology in particular were so high was because things used to cost more. Any of you that have bought computers know this, that in the past you got less and it cost more. So there was a reason for it, but we have to keep an eye, and we're going to keep a better eye on it in the future. But the travel expense, some people have said, why don't you keep actual mileage? And it would probably cost more if I kept actual mileage, because I am expected to go to Raleigh, Fayetteville, Shelby. I go all over representing Buncombe County. I'm glad to do it, but I shouldn't have to pay for it, and whoever is commissioner shouldn't have to pay for that out of their pocket. So I think it's a fair amount, and I'm glad our board did that. The other major part of the February 15, 2011 meeting was a report from Pack Square Park. Pack Square Park is a wonderful park right in front of the county courthouse and the city hall that's going to be a national treasure. It is unique the way it's set up because of the openness. If you think about other parks in big cities you've been in, they're closed in. They're surrounded by buildings. You can't look out and see mountains. You can't look out between buildings. And just the way things are, it is a unique landscape design where you have buildings, mountains, building mountains. And I've been told there's nowhere else around that has that kind of interesting topography and view shed. Well, the big report was the pavilion that has yet to be built is going to be built and will open this summer. They had to reduce the size. They had planned a much larger building, 4,600 square feet, the dimensions were reduced to 1,300 square feet. There'll be 4 public bathrooms. It will be safe, and it will be an asset. I personally am an investor in the park. As a commissioner, I voted to give money from Buncombe County because I think it's so important for us to have an attraction that distinguishes us from every other place. There's no other park like this. And we could be anywhere USA and sell off that land and have more buildings. But I think the right thing to do was to have a park there. And I'm glad that we could be a partner in making it happen. That's the highlights of what happened February 15, 2011. Thank you for the opportunity to be your Buncombe County Commission Chair, and have a great day.